Hey dudes, happy Sunday. If it's actually Sunday when you're checking this out, it is when I'm recording it. So, been a little bit since I've made one of these, so I figured I'd have a go at it. Yeah, so this one's going to be it's kind of a little, I guess a little philosophical kind of expedition, if you want to call it that. Because at the end of the day, a lot of this has to do with philosophy and how people live their lives and this and that, and more and more disclosure rolls along. It's going to become clear that changes are going to need to be made for the well-being of the species and everybody else for that matter. So I've kind of hinted at in previous videos about stuff like Majeena and future. I can't take this to the bank yet, but future lineage human beings, all the J-Rods in general, because I don't know, I haven't confirmed that, but I would assume that with their level of tech, they don't do this, but they use what some would refer to as a resource-based economy, similar to the ideas late futurist Jacques Fresco talked about. I was researching this stuff about 12, 13 years ago in my late 20s, and I thought, wow, that seems like a great idea. The idea of providing goods and resources as needed, and essential services not have a cost attached to it because the resources are abundant, and therefore eliminating inequality, social stresses, poverty, war, just a more humanistic approach to things. I'd heard about this concept a while back, over a decade ago, and I was, this sounds great, but you know, no way are you know, the capitalists, running the show going to get behind that. That's just not going to happen. But I guess the good news is now their hand is being forced by a group of people that do live in that type of society and type of economic system. My dudes and dudettes, the Majeena and Sabetjina too, they're allies. Maybe one day I'll learn more about them. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, anywho, I talked about, I've hinted at, I think I talked about in different videos how they don't use money. I just kind of summed up some of that stuff, but it kind of goes down to their core values of, and this is just this is the stuff I've worked out, and if they want to expound on it or say I'm saying something wrong, that they're free to contact me. But I think it's fair to say it's very fair to say their society is governed by logic with a moral compass, morality through the lens of logic, and we have those concepts, but they're not put into effect. Because it's like, really right now it's anti-logic, it's anti-morality, it's basically an insanity system as far as human concern is considered. But yeah, anywho, so the title of this video, Why the Majeena Are Happy. Finally getting to it. Well, because they like I said, the specifics, the different economic system, but they put into effect logic, actually using logic and actually applying it with a moral compass, and they have, they don't have, like I said before, they don't have the stresses of worrying to provide for your children, of worry about student loan debt, or am I going to be able to feed the family this week, or getting laid off, and hopefully having some kind of financial assistance to keep things going. Like, just the general stress of that being removed improves everybody's lives. There's far less stress, and so I mean, just imagine that if you were financially secure, or some people are, but it's just say the equivalent of being wealthy in the sense of, okay, I don't have to worry about that stress anymore. And then that kind of eliminates so many social problems. And so, yeah, anywho, they're happy because they don't do insane, stupid shit. That's, they they use their brain and don't let other people do their thinking for them. I mean, they don't just go along with these paradigms of, oh, this is the way it's always been. That's how we do it. They have been through enough and have been through enough evolution, faced enough hardships to realize that why don't we just use their brains? And part of my second interaction with them, with the dream hijacking, that was kind of implicit. They weren't giving me direct answers for everything. They made me work out stuff using my own critical thinking. It's like, you got a mind, use it. And yeah, that should go without saying. Like I said, philosophical soapbox here, but yeah, use our minds, apply logic and morality, not just kind of talk about it as these abstract concepts that we want to aspire to. Just start doing it. So yeah, I thought this was gonna be a really long video, but it's not. So yeah, they're happy because they use their brains in a way that is compatible with human concern, and yeah, and obviously they have a great regard for the planet or the biosphere, Earth, and see it as a sacred giver of life, like a mother. And so our ass is on the chopping block about that. Regardless of your political spectrum, of our political spectrum, what we view, our ass is going to be on the chopping block. So, anywho, good day to y'all, and hopefully in the next 6 weeks or so, I'll have an in the field expedition by a suspected habitation area, and I got a cameraman. All right, itchy nose again. A cameraman hired for that, and got some little lures, little devices, little tactics to make contact, and we'll see what we can get. And maybe ambitious, but I'm hoping to at some point, it may not be possible, but to get open contact without a cloaking device, conversations, video, maybe even selfies, making friends. That's where I'm at on this. So it's going to be an exciting summer. We'll see how it pans out, and I'll talk to you guys later.